Hi guys, welcome to part 6 of our 2-band regen radio build, and I proceeded already a little bit more. As you probably will understand, we have here a bracket. You can see it here, and there's on where our tuning capacitor is fitted on. Yeah, you see he's a bit unstable. I have another bracket here for my switch, and that will fit on here nicely, and we revet that down in its place, and then I can put a rivet into this little hole that I built here, and that will stabilize it a little bit more. So that's what we're going to do to rivet this bracket into place. So hold on, I get my stuff. There we go. Anyway guys, slowly but surely, eh? Just with patience, very important. We need 2 rivets to do this. First of all we do that one is furthest away. See, I do it by hand, then I make sure this is down. I'll put a tool on top of it. Don't be nervous. Come on then. There we go. Just pull it tight. Put it back into place. Pull it tight again. And then go for it. You see this is in place. I'll put the yellow one in. That won't be easy. Oh well. It will go. Well, if it doesn't, yes, that's the trouble. If you put one tight, and the other one becomes more difficult in. So the holes are very tight, so it has to be, because it has to be staying in place. Okay, it's not my day today, Sunday, or Saturday actually. And come on. Let's see if we can get it in. There it goes. One pull, go down and pull again. There we go, it's into place. Then we get this into place, and that should do the trick to get it all tight. Yeah. Oh, okay. The holes don't match up properly, so I have to do. Now this. Try it again. There you go. One pull. And another one. There you go. Now watch this. It's a lot more stable now. Or if I drill a hole in here in front with another rivet, that should be even more stable. Then have a look what is going on here, if that is the case. Yeah, probably will do the trick. Just put a bit more in there, doesn't hurt. Let's put it down here somewhere. My drill is not tight. Now it is. There you go. I'm making sure you get this right, that it doesn't move around, because it has to be okay. There we go. Right. Yeah, it's a lot better than it was. Okay, there we go. And now we put the switch in. Let's put this away for a minute. There's my switch. I put them in provisionally, so I have to work out the things later on. See, there's a little notch on there. It has to go into the metal so that this switch is not rotating when you turn them. So let's have a look. We can. The axle will be too long anyway, I suppose. I'll see that later. See guys, it's coming along. So you have to switch here and your tuning capacitor there. You can connect them up together. So it is those two wires here. They can get onto the switch now. So there you go. And then of course we can work out the front as well. The axle is a bit long. Perhaps I have a nut still, which I can move it back a little bit and then tighten it up that way, see if I have one. But they're not common, those little nuts here. So anyway guys, you can see that is the part on the top. Now we have to figure out how we are going to fit our VRs or potentiometers. How we put it. I'm going to use brackets for that as well. See, here's a bracket like that, so we can put that in here. Somehow we'll rivet that down as well. So, and then work out the holes in front, so that should be okay. I'll make another one or perhaps I'll make another bigger one so we can put two VRs or potentiometers on there. It's only for one. They're quite handy, all the cuttings from metal. I keep them. So in the next project or so, then you just then it comes along, you can use them to do some VR fitting or whatever. Anyway guys, you can see how far we got with that one yet. So I will stop for a moment with the video and I proceed with other things like making the schematic and so on. So, and to do some drilling, I will do it off camera because you saw that enough, that drilling. So that makes the video nice and short, if I'm not talking too much, I suppose. Anyway, thank you guys so far, and I will continue later on, okay? Hi guys, welcome back again. So I saw just now on the channel that the last video was watched quite a bit. Thank you for that. Anyway, I'll show you something. I went on, of course. I put a VR in there. Oh yeah, VR. I said potentiometer. Potentiometer is the Dutch word for a variable resistor. So that you know that. So there's nothing else than just a translation of a potentiometer to a VR or variable resistor. Okay. There's nothing more than that. So I'll show you what I've done. I put that little bracket in. I put the potentiometer in, and what I'm going to do next is to make a bracket, and I will use this part because it's similar to the front part, so I will fit that in there somehow. Cut it to size and do what I have to do and put that last VR in the top part here, and our little tuning capacitor, micro tuning capacitor, will be about here. So that's the intention, and our other potentiometer of variable resistor will be on that part. So when we have done that, I think we are that far to go ahead with other things. So what I have to do next is then get the front part. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. If I start that off, because the radio, when the transformer is in this place, you can put a wire on a speaker or something like that. You could make them functional. I have the other power supply. I will show you. See if that will work. Well, now I'll leave it. I will have to change everything again. So what I'll do next is to make that that bracket what I need. You can use other material for that as well, but I saw this kind of material is quite weak. See, there is some movement in it, and this is quite solid, the same part as is under the front here. So I'm going to make a bracket, put my saw into this and drill the holes for the potentiometer or VR and microcapacitor. I will put that in there. Then when I drill the holes, I can put it in front of here. If I put it right in the middle, put it in front of here, and then you can mark off this part, and you can drill the holes there as well. Okay, that's that. And yeah, what's next? Tell you what, I've been working on our band spread. What I came up with until now is it's not completely accurate, you know, because you have your valve capacitance, and you have your coil capacitance, you have your wire capacitance. You have to take that all into account. But what I came up with for the 40 meter band, in series there should be a capacitor there from 18 picofarads, and in parallel with our tuning capacitor 22 picofarads. And for the 80 meters we need a series capacitor of 100 picofarads and a parallel capacitor of 82 picofarads. Well, if you watched my my little video on band spread, you are talking only about one capacitor in series. Yeah. Well, I have to tell you that if you not getting into the region you want to tune, then you have to add a parallel capacitor on the tuning capacitor, so that the range will change. That it could change for the parallel, but can also change in series. So a little bit, yeah, you have to do the math again. I know a lot of you don't like math. So to make it a long story short, you can probably find on the internet several programs who are dealing with band spread. And I can give you a tip, and it is, well, I can't see it at this moment. I will put it in the video later on, the program you can use. There are more programs. You can even make it yourself in Excel from Microsoft, if you know what you're doing. I did it myself. So anyway, guys, that's what I came up with. And for the 40 meters, 18p in series and 20p in parallel with the capacitor. For 80 meters, 100 picofarads in series and 82 picofarads parallel with our tuning capacitor. Anyway guys, I have to mention this. This is a switch, a two-way switch, and there are 4 switches in there. So if you want to switch a series capacitor, you need two switches. Yeah, for parallel with to the capacitor, you need only one. So you have to switch the front end and the front and the back. You have to switch. So otherwise you keep adding capacitance to the other part. You have to actually be separate from that. So that's why I use a switch, a 2-stand switch. Well, there's 4 switches on, and probably if you're looking the dump somewhere, or perhaps in your rubbish box, you can probably find one of those switches. So you can see clearly. There are 2 switches on this side, and we have 2 switches on the other side. Only have to clean this one. So that's what I want to say. What I'm going to do next, what I said, next up is make a bracket, get that all into place. I will do that on camera, because there's nothing well, interesting on sawing a piece of metal. So, and drilling. So you saw that enough. And so I will proceed. I will stop chattering and I'll proceed and go on with what we have to do. Okay, I'll see you later. Hi guys, welcome back again. Well, I've made my bracket, as you can see. I wanted to bore you with that. So drilling and cutting metal. So what we're going to do next is to fit it in here. So I put it up here, and I'll turn them around that way. So we're going to put that bracket in here. Get some things done. Ouch, that's a sharp bit, that hurt. There we go, just have it down. Come on then. There we go. Now, that's one. Another one. Put it back into place. There we go. Put them in. That's as simple as that. There we go guys. The bracket is in. It's that simple, isn't it? I drilled the holes also here on this side, so it was quite easy. Put that on that side here and then mark them and drill them through. It's quite simple actually. So now put our potentiometer, our variable resistor of VR in there. The axles are actually long enough. That's Shafi. Oh, come on then. Because they are the wrong values anyway, those VRs, so just to give you an example how it looks. That's the only thing I want to do. And then we have here, we have a very short axle. We have to extend that so that we'll do that also. I'll put them in first. There we go. I have pieces of axle or color from other potentiometers or VRs. So there we go. I'm not tightening it up yet because I don't know where this is going to go. Yeah, that should be alright. I have to tighten it a little bit. stays in place. Alright guys, so I get myself an extension and a piece of axle in the right size, and then we see how it goes. Okay, so another extension, and I get our pieces of axle. Okay, there we go. Never throw axles away if you cut them off. You will find someday you will be able to use them again. So the screws out a bit and get it in between. That's the question. Will this? Yes, it will. There we go. Tighten this little screw up and found myself a piece of axle. That one should do, probably. Nah, it's a bit too long. A bit shorter than this. Let's have a look. That could do. That should do. There we go. And then you get, there we go. And there you are, guys. You're in business. Well then, how about that? You see, you have your tuning capacitor, your switch. This is your antenna. He's loose. I have to get it. I'll tell you what I have to get those VRs. This one is 1K and this one is 470K. So, but no, I'm wrong. 1 meg. This is 1 meg and this is 1K. So I have to get them at the shop. I don't have them in my stock. So there you go, guys. So far so good. That's so far this video goes of part 6. And we proceed on part 7 later on, and then we go into schematic and whatever our again our transformer. And yeah, that will be it. Yeah, then we have our whole. In fact, we have our whole receiver together. You know, the receiver is actually complete. So you just have to put in the parts, and that's it. Yeah, you have to write the proper VRs. And then we are on business. Just imagine this tuning capacitor here is I think 60 picofarads. And so just imagine he doesn't go, well, it is not enough picofarads you can put one across. So add capacitance to it, so that just have to see how that works out. Anyway guys, that is for this video, and this will be the end of this, and I will see you next time. Okay.